Dieses Video hat deutsche Untertitel. Este video tiene subtítulos en español. This video has subtitles in English. Jamón Ibérico is an exclusive treat for those who love a special flavor. It is made of the legs of the Iberian pig. After at least 3 years of ripening, the ham is ready for tasting. Some think more time in the secadero, the place where the ham ripens, is better. Only a special breed of pigs can provide the meat for it. The best quality is called bellota, and that means these pigs have eaten a lot of acorns from oak trees, in Spanish dehesa. There are other varieties, but they are not that exquisite as the bellota type. We asked around and found someone willing to sell us 3 little piglets. They are a mix between the Duroc and Iberian breeds. They will grow a bit bigger than pure Ibericos. Our intention is to keep these pigs to learn, and later they will provide meat for our family. They are not for sale. We got them when their weight was less than 25 kilograms. As they are little, we feed them a special type of food made for piglets. We source it from the local feed store. Here you can see its label. It basically contains a lot of proteins and some fat, all derived from different types of grains except the fat. We turned the former sheep corral into a pig corral. As pig poop does have a strong smell, we wanted to fix that by using a lot of carbon. So we used 3 bales of straw to give the pigs something to do. They love turning it over. And get some sort of compost by way of the deep bedding method. As we are starting a new farming operation here in Andalusia, Spain, we wanted to begin with a small experiment and not jump right into keeping a large number of pigs. To learn more about our farm, please check out our earlier video about how we got started. These piglets may be small, but they are pretty strong. After a few days, they destroyed their waterer. So we learned that this type of waterer is probably for the very young ones. Now we wanted to learn more about their rooting habit and what that means to the land. So we fenced in a grassy area next to the corral with the deep bedding and opened the door. The Iberian pig does eat a lot of grass. You could almost call them vegetarians. They run around and forage. All that activity is good for their muscles and in turn makes the ham better. When the sun begins to set and the temperature drops, everybody starts to become more active. The horse Solo and the sheep came to check out their new neighbors. Our friends are hard at work to remove all vegetation in search for something to eat and play with. That is truly a farmer's nightmare happening in front of our eyes. Just a day later, the area shows clear signs of destruction everywhere. 2 weeks later, these young pigs managed to turn the formerly grassy area into beautiful mud, as you would expect from a pig. This first trial went very well. Time to explore the topic a bit more. We are not afraid of the dark here. This sheep is walking inside the new test area. We put up posts for an electric fence. We wanted to test electric fencing for pigs as well, so this was the opportunity to do so. But first we needed to train the pigs to the electric fence. For that we added 2 strands of wire to the existing physical fence and set up the energizer outside the area. It has a 12-volt battery and a solar charger. Electric fences are mostly psychological. the animal learns that the wire creates an unpleasant experience and will avoid it. Some animals are more willing to test it again, while others learn the lesson and never challenge the fence anymore. Once they understood the meaning of the wires, we added a guiding wire and opened the gate. These pigs are now 3 months with us and have grown big. Here they are in the new test area searching for acorns under the oak tree. It is November now and the acorn season has just started. That is when the Iberian pig is not fed any more grain or other food but lives on acorns only. Acorns are full of energy. The pigs eat as much acorns as they can and then sleep the rest of the day. That way they grow fat quickly. When all the acorns have been eaten by the pigs, they have the only bad day in their life. The time between November and March is called montañera in Spanish and refers to the acorn season and fattening of the pigs. Then the legs are prepared in salt and stored for the next 3 or 4 years. The remaining meat and other parts are sold on the market right away. See how they look for the acorns between the grass and dig up the soil? It may be a farmer's nightmare, but we think it's actually helping the soil. It needs to be managed properly though. More on that later. This one has her ration of acorns for the day and is now sleeping until the night falls. Our pigs get up late, eat all they can and then sleep several hours in the shade. Then they eat a bit more and sleep, all cuddled together in one pig pile, until late morning. To them, 11 a.m. means time to wake up and have breakfast. They have been rooting up the soil in their search for acorns for 1 day. 2 more days later, we close the area to see how the recovery is going to be. 1 week of recovery made the area look like this. Not that bad. You can spot a lot of brown dead grass leaves, but you can also see that the other grass plants continue to grow. As we didn't want to continue the experiment all over the place, we let them go for it all. Here's the area in January after we moved them finally to a nearby strip of pasture. It has begun to recover from their brutal attack. Now it was time to put into practice what we learned. In June 2019 we got 35 Iberian piglets and let them into our zone A02. We had put in a lot of wooden fence posts, installed electric wire all around it, and also made doors with elastic wire and handles. There are 2 pig waterers right for their current size and beyond. Feed gets provided in these troughs. As we already know, they like to fill their belly and then sleep in a huge pig pile. There were more lessons to be learned. We knew that they will move their waterers around with their strong noses. So we put this wire mesh down and tied the waterers to it. We then observed them trying to make puddles in an attempt to lay down in them. Or they put themselves on top of the waterer to cool down. Pigs can't sweat, and so we quickly got the excavator and dug them a pond. They must have thought the excavator is a very large pig and followed suit by digging as well. Maybe the big pig found something delicious to eat in there. The pond then got filled with water from the creek and we had happy and healthy pigs over summer. As with the 3 pigs in our deep bagging experiment before, we also provided these guys straw so that they have something to do. Initially we added some water to make it less dusty. This is truly pig heaven. Water to cool down, mud to dig in, and then run around and be curious. Aren't these guys happy animals or what? We are putting their feet on top of the straw to give them a reason to distribute it. They have all day. We have many other things to do. They also like to bath while they eat. It looks like a funny thing to do, and they seem to enjoy it. Pigs are very smart animals. they figure out quickly how you're gonna feed them, when and where. Then they line up and none wants to miss their spot. So it takes two people to distract them a bit. But then they figured that out as well. We've learned that they know who's the decoy and who has the feed. Once they have the feed, there's only silence. Based on the earlier experiment where the pigs had turned the grassy area into mud, we wanted to create a system where we move the pigs frequently in order to limit the impact on the soil. It was now time to move the pigs to the next area. We had installed a door in the electric fence and the pigs were supposed to simply walk out. We tried to lure them out with feed, but they didn't want to come out. It turns out that they remember the electric wire, and because they can't see very well, rely more on the smell of the location instead of seeing that the wire is gone. That's the smell of the place where I got hurt, thinks the pig, and won't cross the line. Eventually, we managed to get them all out and into the next area. The new area also has a water hole that we quickly dug with our backhoe. We are in September and the soil is still dry and there are only remnants of plants. But then we distributed a lot of straw to increase the carbon content of the areas where we are keeping the pigs. It helps with the odor and also enriches the soil for the upcoming growing period. On two sides of the new pig area we planted vetiver grass. It's a bunch grass that originates from India. It grows very tall and the roots can go as deep as 4 meters. It's used to control erosion, can be feed for animals, and can also clean water. This is another experiment. Vetiver acts as a nutrient pump as it surfaces water and nutrients from deeper areas, and that way it helps other plants. We want to grow lots of it and then harvest the slips to plant them elsewhere on the farm. It is now November 2019 and the acorn season has started, and so has the rain. The 35 Iberian pigs are doing a fantastic job of integrating all the straw into the soil. With all the rain, it's now much easier to do. The paddocks now have wooden gates, and so it is much easier for them to leave or enter an area. They are now happily searching for the acorns. Here ours are checking out the older pigs on the neighbor's land. In December it gets pretty cold at night, and the pigs are making a nest to sleep with the extra straw we provided them. Between the paddocks we have created this path. It has electric wire on both sides, and allows us to let the animals into one specific area while all other areas are closed. That way we can get the benefit from their rooting habit and control the amount of disturbance to the soil. It became a question of opening and closing gates and the animals figure out the rest. Others may object, but we are grateful for the disturbance the pigs are doing in this area. The area did not have a lot of good grass, and so now a new opportunity is being created. All the animals are vaccinated to protect them against certain viruses. Here it's the pig's turn. Their blood is drawn for lab analysis. The vet wears hearing protection as the pigs make a lot of noise and she has to work very close to them. Some pigs stay confused. in the cage after the procedure.
You know, Aureli?
While others are happy to run away into the fog to join their companions. Next year, these pigs will have their second Montañera. Stay tuned to watch it soon. Until then, please subscribe and enjoy the other videos we have put out so far. See you next time!